First and foremost, I like to say, call aloud you.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakapadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us the truth. All right. Shalom and salutations to the hope and elect. Out there spreading gospel throughout the four corners of the earth with sincerity and truth. All right. Present that body as a living sacrifice that the scriptures teach us to do. Shalom to them. All right. We the brothers from the great millstone Chicago camp coming back to you with another lesson. As the scripture teaches us to do, coming out here prophesying week in and week out the downfall of this present evil world, which is mystery Babylon the Great, better known as America. All right, bring it out.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28 and verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
See, the prophets that were before us, and the prophets, which was Jeremiah, and then you had the prophets before his time. You had the prophets like Moses, all right? The prophets always prophesied of destruction, because before the Lord sent his destruction, he sent you a warning. But that's why he said, what? Surely the Lord doing nothing unless he reveal the secret to his servants the prophets. All right, this side is going down. And somebody get Job 9 and 24, because I want to go into something. Get Job 9 and 24. And get Isaiah 10 and verse 1. All right. And get Isaiah 5 and 20. All right. Read that, Job.
Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not where, and who is he?
And the wicked is the so-called white man.
That's
right.
right.
When you read the classification of men, when you understand that in the Bible, you have the sons of God, which are the Israelites. You have the sons of the devil, which is the so-called white man and his seed, and the sons of men, your regular heathens, your Arabs, your East Indians, all right, the Chinese, the Japanese, the Koreans, which will be the children of Moab and Ammon, all right, the descendants of Lot, the men of the Far East. You got your Arabs, your Ishmaelites, sons of men, all right. But the sons of the devil are in rulership right now. Now I brought this out because it's a case going on in California. The beloved Elder Malcolm shared it with me. When they locking this dude up, he looks like he's white, he could be gay, but he looks like a white man. Nevertheless, he had an outlaw. He was one of the people that had it banned to do this in Texas. But in the state of California, about to prosecute him, because he won't pay the child support to get his son actually returned to him. Over to talk to the boy before they lock his ass up. He said, who told you he was a girl? He said, Mommy told me I was a girl. He said, you're not a girl. You think you're a girl? He said, well, who told you you was a girl? He said, Mommy told me I was a girl. That she never made me to a girl. They could have cut this little child's mind off. All right? And then the father is being in prison. All right? He's being in prison because he won't pay to get his son income. That's how low. You got to let that blessing in there. And real quick, overtime that. And the people. You really got to understand what we up against, man. The so-called white man is the devil, bro. And then it ain't no getting around that. And this man got to go down.
Well, you Jakes better start really seriously vetting on that hustle. Because that woman is doing that just to spite that man. It don't shit to do with the kid actually being like that. Alright, these women take these children, they get offended by whatever the dude wasn't going to do or whatever he did or whatever the fuck. And they way to get back at them by taking their child. If it's a boy child, doing what the brother's talking about. If it's a girl child, turning her into one of these little sluts out there. That's just doing everything.
Yep. Esau giving them permission to do it. Get that offense. Esau giving them fucking permission to do it.
And they make you pay for it.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 6 and verse 10. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that he may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world.
That's the so-called white man. All right? When you read Revelations, all right? And this is the Roman Empire back in the flesh. Because they were Edomites. This is the time of the end. All right? Why do you think when you read the book of Revelation, and how God said, he said, among you, he said, my faithful Martha Esther was who was martyred among you as Satan's seed is. All right? So how is Satan so in hell for the martyr? It goes so. Yeah. It goes so. All right? The so-called white man is the devil in the flesh. You have a spiritual demon, Satan, who does the will of the Father as well. All right, because nobody can go outside of the will of the Father. And that's how we know that this kingdom can be snatched from right under this devil. And he ain't gonna be allowed to do none of this wickedness no more. But the power of the hell, man. Read that over.
It's the book of Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
High places. So you got your international banking families, the modern day Chaldeans, all right? Who run the world, who run your presidents, who run the say-so of the world. We're going to push the gay agenda. We're going to push the MOTP agenda. We're going to push any agenda we want to. All right, get that Isaiah 10 and 1.
Anything anti-Hamashiach.
Yeah, that's right.
Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the rightful gore of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless.
See? So that's what the so-called white man is emphasis from. That's why he says that he out there saying the pen is mightier than the sword. This so-called white man, Grimlord, you ever seen it in the TV shows, like sort of like Power Rangers, made by the same people. It's called VR Troopers. Look at the villain on the fucking Grimlord. That's the white man. They Edomite. He an old demon from another world. But when he in this world, he got a suit, tie, no beard, he got this blonde, this slick back. You know, he's a demon, man. Trying to take over the world. But that's, you know, man. And his biggest agenda is to feminize this place. He's an F-word.
Right.
Go ahead.
This Malachi 1 and 4 says, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh have indignation forever. Right, so this people is the wicked man, Esau Edom, which is today the modern day so-called white man, man. All right, this hey, look at all the things this man is doing in the planet Earth.
Right.
All right, pushing nothing but wickedness, whoredoms, sodomy. All right, as the Elder Murphy is going into, man. All right, giving a little boy rights to chop his rod off.
Yeah,
All right, give him a female rights to become a fucking male, man. All right, then this little boy gonna grow up, and then some man is gonna deal with that motherfucker.
That's
You
right.
know, and think that that's a actual woman. You know, wondering why the woman, the thing can't get pregnant and all type of other shit, man. This is why these things go on, because the wicked is in power. Esau Edom, man.
Right. You know, like when brother mentioned that this kid might be a Jacob, let's say he is. You know, the man Jacob, the son of Jacob, his father is.
He rooted in the stone.
I got it right here.
Rooted in the stone.
Because these devils, they understand what they have to do to cut Jake off. And it ain't just one way to do it. It's a pick your poison type of thing, man. And if you go into these institutions, these schools, etc., they push, he is already effeminate and a hoe. But when they push in this mode doctrine, they attack Jake with this shit full force, man. In particular, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Alright, and then you speckled birds get lumped up into it too, because you can't escape, man. This is Deuteronomy 23 and 1. He that is wounded in the stone, or had his privy member cut off, shall not enter into the congregation of Yahweh. And that's the, see, these devils want to make it to where none of us can do that because they think that that's going to extend their lifespan of their kingdom. All right, but it's a balance they cannot have. So it don't matter who they get, they're never going to get to elect.
Hey, the days, the scriptures say, except for those days be short, no flesh will be saved. So trying to kill us, Esau kill off his goddamn self. The Lord didn't, the days for the last month, the days been fastest day ever been.
Right.
Then for God did 11 about the last month, the fastest day ever. Then yesterday was the day faster than that. This man is going down. The days are being short. We watch Halloween out. We watching this. It's literally happening. They telling you this. Right. It was just January. Go ahead. You can talk that.
It's the book of Isaiah chapter
You got
5.
more on that? Oh, no. All right, go ahead.
This the book of Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
It is. In that case, what he's talking about. The God is saying, hey, look, one, that's what you are. They say he evil. They say the woman is good. Let the child have a choice. And the scripture say don't get under the evidence or nothing, man. You know, the scripture say do the evidence. It's about thy wife or son. All right, brother and friend, God will be like good. For real, man. So this is an ass back to society. Man, hey, UFC champ from here.
Fucking Jakes are a joke, man.
So look, the UFC champ Frank Mir is saying like he don't like watching TV like that. He said he like watching TV, but it's only certain things he can watch. He said I can't watch a politics show, a sitcom show no more. He said it's nothing but a great, excellent, smart wife who solves all her dumb fat mother's problems. This is it. If you watch it, it's getting good. I'm watching King and Queen. I'm watching this. And now it's just the excellent, smart ass wife who can solve every problem and do everything. Insulting the dumb fat hood. And I can't watch that shit. That's because the so-called white man has made evil good to look good. But the scripture said there's no wickedness in the knowledge of wickedness. There's no knowledge in the knowledge of wickedness. Go ahead.
Job 10 and 20. Are not my days few? Cease then and let me alone, that I may take comfort a little.
Right.
Before I go whence, I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death. A land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death without any order, where the light is as darkness. And that's where we at. Like the brother was talking about. You get on this, you look at these TV shows, they got the woman above the man, which is backwards. You got these devils pushing this Mo agenda, which is backwards and complete destruction and just non-productivity. It doesn't produce nothing but death, man. But that's what's exalted in this society. And that's what they force you to allow your children to be involved in, man. Because when they go to school, they exalting these little girls over the boys too, man.
Yeah.
The whole school environment is catered to how females learn.
That's
and
right.
it make these young boys feel stupid, and it break them in their mind. Hey, what's up, bro? It break them in their mind, man.
Yeah, and back to what you said, it was just one time I was reading at the crib, and it was this guy was teaching these little kids at a church bell, and you know, they was racing, running, PE, and he was telling the girls, like, yeah, you know, girls are stronger than boys. Girls are stronger than boys. It's telling the little boys and shit. And then I can help. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, man, this shit is some fucking madness, man. But this is the shit that goes on in those school systems. This is what the man is being emasculated to tell his son and his daughters, man. Right, that the woman is over the man. This shit is over. But I got a precept real quick. This is Psalms 82 and verse 5. Says they know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. all the foundations of the earth are out of course. And as we said in Isaiah the 60th chapter, that gross darkness has covered the people. So this is what we see, man. Everybody is in total confusion. A man doesn't know how to be a man, a woman doesn't know how to be a woman. Our children don't know their order. This place is just totally fucking out of order. That's why the Lord got to destroy this place, man.
That's right.
That's what I say. This Isaiah 3 and verse 1 says, for behold, the Lord Yahweh of hosts doth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water. Says the mighty man and the man of war, the judge and the prophet, and the prudent and the ancient.
This is a curse. The Lord took away the men of the nation of Israel, which are the leaders. All right? This is what established the household. That's in the book of Sirach. All right? Keep going.
It says the captain of 50 and the honorable man and the counselor and the cunning artificer and the eloquent orator. It says, and I will give
Nobody look at it. You see niggas, you think they're niggas. All right? Niggas are the most captivating. All right? But the Lord curses took that away. So most niggas don't know the difference between are you and is you. Like, what? But that's part of the curse, that we don't have basic understanding on that. All right? Well, they're there. That was taken away as part of it, man. So they talk shit about niggas, man. All right? Right. Pacific and specific. Which that's not a slight on anyone. All right? This is how we were raised in America. It's fine. Guess what? You still better than all the fucking evil.
Right.
Hey, here's a nigga right now put together a transmission they never went to school for it. So don't take what I said and make it mean something else. No, that's not a down. That's part of what was taking place. All right, the place to leave campus of 50. These niggas don't have to. You got all these young niggas sitting under old niggas. These old niggas teaching them how to kill each other. A leader of 50 wouldn't do that.
That's right.
All right. Well, that's part of the curse. Go ahead.
It says, and I will give children to be their princes, and babes shall rule over them.
Right. The fucking children are the ones running things. You got niggas been up out for my child. And then this child grows up and he don't have any fucking sense. He's entitled. Alright? And he's the one running the fucking show. They disrespect their elders all back.
Right.
They don't even think you can teach them anything because you have proven that you can't. And that's really fucked up, man. But that's part of the curse. Go ahead.
It says, and the people shall be oppressed, every one by another, and every one by his neighbor. The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient, and the base against the honorable.
Yeah, they don't respect the elders.
Even like 90% of dope stuck outside with 10 more niggas that was selling dope. But when Miss Lily pulled up, Miss White pulled up, Miss Williams pulled up, you took up groceries in the house. You ain't finna be able to sell no dope. Nigga, you didn't hit your fucking mouth. You broke. For real. Even niggas that was outside doing dumb shit, they don't have it no more. But we had that. Get your ass up off the car, bro. What the fuck you think you doing out here, bro? You gotta help people that go through that shit.
Just got life. I forgot where she was at, but
I seen that.
Jake and two little hoes with a kick door on some old lady. And at the crib, and then they found her at the crib and beat her.
They proclaim it too, man. They call themselves demons. And then if you ain't really on that bullshit, they call you a fake demon.
Yeah.
It's an insult to not be on bullshit. This world is backwards, man.
Yeah.
You a
Niggas
fake
in Bizarro
demon.
land.
Facts.
These niggas in Bizarro land. They really think the white man is shit rolled out.
the pimps, the rappers. You got some clothes.
Yeah.
You got the mirrors on. You got the fat ass Skechers on, man.
Yeah.
With a new European name to it.
Yeah.
Now we listen to you.
Yeah.
You rule over. You tell us what to do. Big bro, you 40 years old. If this nigga 25, big bro, put me on.
Yeah.
What's the move, big bro? Weak ass niggas. What's the jug, big bro?
It says, in that day shall he swear, say, I will not be in Hiller, for in my house is neither bread nor clothing. Says, make me not a ruler of the people.
And these niggas run away from their true responsibility. Because a nigga with a platform, the rappers that come out and say it like, well, I don't know you were looking up to me, I'm just a rapper. Well, you're the one they looking up to. That means you're supposed to portray yourself a certain way. Put out some real fucking knowledge, not don't look to me, man. I ain't no healer. I ain't no healer. These niggas are so fucked up.
That's right. And that's some punk ass shit. That's a punk ass cop out, man. Because them niggas did everything they did so that they could be in that position on purpose, man. They sold out so that people would look up to them and think they was the man. So to turn around and then say that is hypocritical and the Lord is gonna fucking kill them.
It says, for Jerusalem is ruined and Judah is fallen, because their tongue and their doings are against Yahweh Shema Shai, to provoke the eyes of his glory.
Right, which everything that's pushed out here against the Lord. Every nigga you see, that nigga is like me. So that's not your great right? He's against the Lord, man.
Right.
No matter if he say he believes in Jesus. You got niggas trying to prove that we all right to say. They don't like to go outside and get right now. Right now. But y'all gonna take it to the These niggas are wicked, bro. And gay. Wicked and gay. But these niggas are wicked. These niggas still worship the Queen of Heaven.
Yeah, right.
The Virgin Birth doctrine, the worship of the Queen of Heaven.
Right.
They took a lot of doctrines. This is what Catholic means. The first. They took a lot of doctrines and mixed them in with all the scriptures in it to get more followers. But when you and even Easter, that goes back to the Queen of Heaven, what you believe here.
Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm. Right, you believe in hell. You like Greek mythology? Come on, you believe in Hades, we got hell.
Yeah.
Alright? All that madness, bro.
Hey, that's why the scripture says my people are forgotten the days without number. Freaked out. Now you know the mind is freaked out. Like the brother said, the anti-Messiah. Everything against the Lord, you know, respond crispy as fuck. Go ahead.
Like that nigga, that hot shit.
Yeah. Yeah. He's freeway looking at me. That nigga look like the type.
Nigga look like Angelo.
Isaiah 29, it says, the soul of their countenance doth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom.
Right, you niggas are gay, man. Feminine and gay.
Wow, you gay.
Facts.
You are gay.
No.
It says, they hide it not, woe unto their soul.
Oh, that's another thing. I was gonna say you can be called in the closet. Now you niggas on the living room. What they?
The whole house burned down.
The whole house
These
burned
niggas
down.
outside.
In the closet. This nigga dead as hell. He was gonna get out of this shit. He was raised back in the day. That's how you know this is the time in. He said they declare that shit. You know, America won't even fund your country, you know. Nothing, assets, unless you down with them.
Fuck you. That's what I do to teaching these kids. The woman is wrong. No way. No man. What else did big ass just big day?
Yeah.
Think about this though. That lady, it was just a video surfacing all on the internet of a female police officer getting punched in the nose by a sailor. A male assailant.
At large.
At large, bro. That nigga, that bitch screaming. You got a video, that bitch screaming. Her nose bloody. She like, oh, It said female cop reconsiders her choice of career after incident with male folks.
And you know that bitch was walking around proud,
I
thinking
am
she was
woman.
punk,
Here
thinking
we
she
go.
was fucking niggas, getting on dirt with niggas till she ran into somebody, and the Lord put a spirit on that nigga not to give a
Hard
fuck.
body. Hard body, nigga.
It's the same thing that's gonna happen to all of you people, not just you bitches. You bitch ass niggas gonna get into it.
Yeah. Scripture say they gonna be like right with the Lord. Yeah. You got all your real fears lined up, nigga. So you can be big and tough. You can think you is. We all know you ain't. And the Lord definitely knows, man. So, hey, just like you want it. Like the elder Malcolm always doing to you, how they want to ride the cocktail seal, the cocktail seal gonna ride them. But, yeah, Bonnie Blue, 1,000 men in one day. Just imagine how the
Damn.
Niggas
For
fuck.
sure dressed like John Cornelius.
It said Isaiah 3 and verse 9 says to show their countenance doth witness against them, and they declare their sin in Sodom.
Look at what's trending these days. And it's not even just the fact they paint their fingernails. It's just they gay and paint their fingernails. Alright? Because realistically in the ancient, or in different time period of history, men of at least status painted their nails. These niggas just gay.
Yeah.
Alright? And they hold it like this. They just gay. It's like a crop top. A crop top
They do
ain't
this,
gay.
they do this.
Right? A crop top itself ain't gay. These niggas just wear it.
Niggas are gay,
A
bro.
crop top was made for the bodybuilding community.
Yeah.
They put bands in the gym who couldn't
Yeah.
get shirtless anymore. So these niggas is slow. They ain't trying to cover up their muscles. They
Yeah.
trying to cover up. That's the real level.
Right?
Then became a thing. Right? That's bad apparent. But you niggas just gay. Your conscience is so
Yeah.
what? And with all that,
That's wicked.
that type of shit hard. Yeah, he tough though. He gay.
Hard.
And with all that,
Yeah, that's the spirit. That's the spirit. Wow.
shit, do that.
Hard.
Do that.
Look at the thing on it, just like a rod. That's the wicked.
It says they hide it not. Woe unto their soul, what they have rewarded evil unto themselves. It says, say ye to the righteous, that it shall be well with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doings.
There's a reward for abstaining from evil. Alright? That's great. Go ahead.
It says, woe unto the wicked, it shall be evil with him.
Yeah, you know what? You can't be gay serving the Lord because one of the rewards is receiving 104 million. Right. You weak ass niggas.
We get locked up because we gonna pay to get his like God.
Wow.
So,
He's getting locked up for that?
yeah. Because he wanted to do that when he gets in Warren in Texas. And they persecuted him. His wife brought him up to the court in California. They gonna lock him up for that. He's not paying the child support to get his son Jasper.
I want the child support. That shit wicked.
But that's what she wanted. He said he went to tell me somebody. He told me he was good. My mama told me all
That's
that.
just the way it is. You see it all the time.
I was old.
Since Isaiah 3:11 says, woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hands shall be given him.
You better, hey, you want to be like Sodom, you better receive the Sodom judgment,
That's right.
which is fire. And everything that leads up to it too, man.
That's right.
All right, the famine, the rape.
A lot of rape.
Yeah. Keep going.
It says, verse 12, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err.
There you go. So the woman is the, hey, well, how we all die. The woman is the one that got your son on TikTok being gay. Doing the busting challenge with him.
Yeah, gyrate. Yeah, the bus is kind of silhouette.
All this shit, yeah.
Fuck, man. Oh, and like Batagala said it earlier, and 90% of the time, it's out of spite of the father.
Yeah.
Daddy somewhere locked up, or he with the white woman and they hate. Hold on, say that again. They definitely not with the
They
white
just
woman.
think that you
soft ass nigga.
That's the mark of the beast, brother.
Hey, you gonna make sure you see me with the white woman, nigga. This is
Any
transition
other,
time.
why-
Anyone.
Yeah, she ain't
no
black,
way
she
you
white around
celebrate.
here.
Yeah. The daughters of the heathen. We just going into that, man. Niggas don't even, I was telling the waiter the other night. I said, bro, 80 years ago, it was a sign on this door that said no niggas, no dogs, no wrestling. They couldn't see me walking here with a white woman.
Right.
And if they want me to look to the floor, tell them come over here and make it. 144. If they want me to look to the floor or look down when they look at me, tell them to fucking make it. And we gonna see how far you get.
Jake's got a completely subservient mentality.
Yeah, the white boy look at me and shit at the job. Fuck you looking at? Oh,
Story about it coming, man.
fuck I look like, nigga. Ah, press your head.
In the average Jake man, his job is to be a servant
Yeah.
for his woman. A provider don't mean you a servant for your woman.
Yeah.
All right, that's not what provision is. All right, guidance is a part of provision. Okay, managing her finances is a part of provision. And that's serious, man.
We was gonna buy a $400 weed.
All things are double. Pimping is wicked because they got the bitch selling pussy.
It's a whoremonger.
Exactly. But the way a pimp manages a woman is actually on point in most cases. Man.
That's right.
And another reason why they're women is because they read the scriptures and understand how to do it.
Yeah. Look,
And another thing, your woman diet. The pimping, you gotta manage your woman diet. You gotta do that. Says, hoes trying to eat pork, giving your children bacon.
yeah. They stop that. Well, I mean, your household different, but you let this woman you look at shit with your kids, talk about keep peace in the house, and you while you stressing out, that's not peace in your house.
Yeah.
Stop that shit.
You can't bring no pork to my house.
If the bitch leaves, you will feel better and tolerant.
Hey,
You will feel like a man, bro.
that's what he said.
Stop being like Sweet Pea.
Yeah.
Jumping around the house. That shit real,
Bought me a
bro.
PlayStation. Super short, dude. So,
I pretend like I go to work.
Said TikTok. I'm like, dude, go to the crib.
playing bad.
All day.
Playing bad all day.
And then what he go do? Go get baptized.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Like the left. Whoa. Him and Jody at the end, they both was serving their woman.
Yeah.
You see at the end, he had a big nigga. They niggas fucking like a fool, bro.
It's a full spectrum
Both of them was
situation.
serving their woman.
Yeah.
Both of them ended up going to
And
They didn't kill the nigga. They didn't kill the nigga that was really the bitch. Folly,
Think
bro.
he that off, but no, that just showed that he was weak.
You gonna hurt more. You trying to look. It's just like getting punched in the face now. And the wound hurt, but it healed in 3 days. It's just gonna be like on a bad toe. Like this shit hurt till you 80 years old. And you just will never be at your full potential. As long as you get this piece of shit trash. Look, this is just, I done had a lady come in the car. I had a lady buy me some change. I done had a bitch give me some money. The best thing a bitch ever did was leave, man. Hey, the scriptures say that a wicked woman is a portion to a wicked man. If you do, you gotta ask yourself, am I a wicked man? No. Bitch, you can't bring that shit in this house to not be. Or you gonna get the portion of the wicked man. For real, man. You gotta have a good involved in this your testimony.
And I do just want to say this, man. Paul, grab that Corinthians.
You going?
7. If she pleases well, yeah. But read up on it. Read the verse about it. I want you brothers to have a clear conscience, man.
Yeah, you just accept anything thinking, oh, she ain't mad.
Oh.
She ain't mad because I come to the line. She ain't mad, okay.
She has what she's doing. Ego. Look, no, don't read, man.
It says 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 12. It says, but to the rest speak I. 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 11. But if she depart, let her remain unmarried, or be reconciled to her husband, and let not the husband put away his wife. But to the rest speak I, not the Lord, if any brother hath a wife that believeth not.
So it makes a difference. The verse above that talks about you got a woman that believes. You know, you can't just put her away for no reason. All right, and then it tells you if a woman leave her husband, she can't go fuck about. She got to come back. That's law. Now read this verse over, start with
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 12.
For real.
It make a difference.
It make a big difference.
You got a wife that's technically impossible. You got an actual wife that believes. But go ahead. But let's keep going.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 12. But to the rest, I, not the Lord.
This is Paul's analysis, though. With the mercy and grace that he has, the level of understanding, this is not law. So this don't apply to every situation, man. Go ahead.
If any brother hath a wife that believeth not, and she believes to dwell with her, let him not put her away.
You're not wicked if you deal with a bitch that don't believe. No matter if she want to be with you, if you get to the point of vexation, your conscience is clear, brother. You can leave that bitch. Okay? You can leave that bitch. Simple. They can be in your car, don't make them a whole lot of stuff. That's the law, baby.
Nah, that's just big conversation.
Says Sirach 25 and 26. If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh, and give her a bill of divorce, and let her go.
Which is a very true verse, and that needs to be followed. But it had to be a balance to it, man, because, look, a bitch, I thought to fold the cover down this way, she ain't doing last night, so I'm divorcing her. Alright? So there's some balance there, man. You don't have, as people say, the weaker vessel. She ain't got the same knowledge.
The honest
Yeah. However, the bitch is just out of order, unruly. Cut that bitch off. You're not wicked for
that
it.
bitch, the Lord will give you another woman. Maybe he won't, but he'll do you a favor by taking that bitch.
Hey, get that
A lot of times you
Ecclesiastes.
don't need a bitch, you need yourself. A nigga, look, the modern day bitch, especially the black woman, her first job is to teach you how to not believe in yourself. Everything that attracted that bitch to you, she want to take that away. And once she take that away, she gonna go fuck another nigga that got it. And do the same thing. They have the spirit of a succubus. A black widow spirit.
Don't fall for fake humility either.
Yeah, throw a head wrap on that, man.
Yeah.
Throw that head wrap on and suck your dick. Hey, them bitch,
what she wants to be.
hey, that bitch who fucked what's the nigga name? Alexander Ass. She had that bitch who fucked Alexander Ass had a head wrap on. She had a head wrap on. She had getting nothing on by a white man. Fuck you. You a punk, nigga. So yeah, don't let that suck. Hey, the woman is subtle, bro. See, that's another thing, man. These niggas think that the bitch stupid. We talk about that all the time. The stupidest thing you can do is think that the bitch stupid.
Yeah,
You know?
because even though we were saying
Man,
that they
bitch.
teaching these kids in school that the
Right.
girl is smarter than the boy, and that's bullshit. Unfortunately, in this reality, or this society, whatever you want to call it, for the most part, that is on such a low level and are so defeated in their mind. So yes, the bitch is smarter than you, but not naturally, and not because the Lord said that.
Because you niggas are stupid, baby. Pussy whip.
That's right. You thinking with your that exactly. That's why. Like the elder Malcolm will always say, man, when he at his heart, that's when he at his home. Thinking with your the great person, once the officer said, thinking with his dick out, live with his. And this is what all you need.
This Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 25. It says, I blind my heart to know and to search, and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things, and to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness.
So it's a balance on all this wisdom, man. You have knowledge, all right? A lot of people have knowledge, you know, but how could you utilize that? Exercising that, that's wisdom, to really exercise that. And that shows you have understanding. A lot of niggas don't have none of the three.
Yeah. Part of wisdom is understanding the reason.
Exactly.
Right? This how you know a bitch when a bitch with you. When you in a relationship with a bitch, she all, especially in the beginning, she trying to see what she get away with. You want this? All right. Now that's what you set up for the rest of the relationship.
They ain't happy. They ain't happy.
It says, and I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets.
Manipulative. Women are naturally manipulative. But
And
some are worse than most.
it says, in her hands as bands, whoso pleases Yahweh shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her.
So if the bitch is wicked, if she leaves the Lord put on the spirit, if you put it out, she leaves. That was for your betterment. Plain and simple.
Yeah. He hit you way better off. Probably.
You know they be fighting too.
Grabbing him, calling him a bitch.
Yeah, you know you see trending on social media, this fake humility shit. Big bitches basically giving bitches game on humble down to him, shut up, so he think it's his, like basically be fake humble, so he thinks that he's really rude. So he thinks he can really rude. That's manipulation, man.
That's
You
right.
niggas gotta be smart. What it boils down to is don't be a weak ass bitch. Alright? I got feeling down.
The Lord Spirit. The Lord? No, but it's still we're talking about everything we talked about. That's what we're talking about.
Oh yeah.
That's all the spirit. This is all the spirit, man.
That's right.
You got no-
This the book of Psalms, chapter 12 and verse 1. Says to the chief musician upon Shimnah, a psalm of David, says, help Yahweh Shai, for the godly man ceases, for the faithful fell from among the children of men. Yeah, so these niggas don't got no backbone, man. Alright, they not keeping the charge of Yahweh Shai to show themselves up, man. Alright, and that's why you got our women going off. Alright, we in captivity, you got our women going off. Because you niggas are weak, man. Y'all simped out, man. You're not keeping the charge of Yahweh Shai, so you don't have your manhood about you.
Right.
You don't have the faith in Yahweh Shai to stand up for yourself. Stand up to this bitch,
And
man.
that's why you ready to hold soon.
Yeah.
And these bitches get to have male company in their bedrooms that nigga.
Yeah.
While the father's in the house.
Niggas watching football game.
Because the father told him, his wife told him to be progressive. Nigga, what do you like? Hey, he was fucking. And he been married with her spirit.
Niggas talking about some I'd rather her do it here than go outside and do somewhere else.
That's father.
Sounds stupid. Genesis 3 and 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrows.
So that's birth pain. And women still have that to this day. All right, this is the beginning. Go ahead.
And thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
See, the husband's supposed to rule over the woman. The man is supposed to rule over the woman. Ain't no fucking equality. All right, when you go into the book of Corinthians,
Got you right here.
yeah. Somebody else get it. I want you to stick it up. Read that over again.
Genesis 3:16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
So he shall rule over you. So if you go against that, husband's eyes supposed to be towards you, man. Like the elder bro said earlier. They think, no, I mean, not the progressive part. Oh yeah, that a man thinks his first job is to serve a woman, man. They think to provide as a servant. That's what the brother says.
That's wicked.
And that's not true. And that's wicked as all hell, man. That's like new school. You know what I'm saying? That's a new school. Go ahead.
It says 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 1 says, be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Hamashiach. Now I praise you.
Pro before and the generate to see. So to provide, all right, is to have the vision.
Yeah.
All right, is to have that vision. And what comes that vision is to manage. All right, let me budget this. Not saying, be a bad people. Not saying that.
Not saying be lying in your house.
Right.
That's what the scripture goes to us when it says be not a lying in your house.
Which, how did you run your, no bitch man? How was her boy? She had a job. She brought in something. So that's not. But the point is
God bless you guys.
Hey, stop talking, bro. The Holy Bible coming out. Get the fuck away from us. Read. For real, bro. You a dickhead, man. Read.
This 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 2 says, now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things, and I keep the ordinance as I deliver them. I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh. So that's the heavenly order. Right, you got the woman being under the man, right? The man serving Yahushai, and Yahushai serving the heavenly Father Yahweh.
Right.
All right, and if you go out of that order, it is
Wicked.
disorder, and this is going to lead to Yahushai shortly.
Right. That's right. And you're going to be played. All right. The brother said the order. And if you let your woman rule over you, you're going to be played. Once you set the boundary, she go over it. It's just going to go downhill from there.
That's
We're
what
gonna
it
see
is.
how far
This
it
is
goes.
idolatry.
Yeah.
That's what it's on the 14 said. It's order in marriages.
That's right.
That's wicked.
Hey man, that's why what that's what they teach in Christianity, to put the woman over. Wicked, man. All these niggas soft, all that shit. All the shit they teach is wicked.
But the scriptures say a woman shall surpass a man.
Get that. Get that Jeremiah 30. The scriptures also say,
Jeremiah 31. This Jeremiah 31 and 22 says, how long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh hath created a new thing in the earth, a woman shall surpass a man.
so that's new. That wasn't even going on in the 30s, the 40s. That's talking about this time.
It was started.
It was definitely
When you
started.
had the Harlem Renaissance.
Oh, Rose in the River.
Yeah, that it was starting. But right now,
Now
so,
it's at
that's why everybody's so gay.
You niggas so weak. The slut walk exists. All right? But you a dog and everything else under the sun for one month of women. In fact, you niggas so confused. You talk about this more than one woman. That's the gay trap everybody like.
Niggas said they gonna have one of the kids.
Hey, look, I had my last wife turned to a complete David. All right, she even said it. She said, look, I understand nobody wants to eat chicken every day. That bitch, she opened the, she left the, I'm upstairs shooting with the brother. She left the bitch in the crib. Let me go get the brother. Made them some tea together. All right? And you niggas talking about you want this one woman. This bitch had more sense than you fucking weak ass niggas.
Niggas don't even want one pair of shoes. See, once you see a bitch, like I learned that from the apostle whatever.
She was wicked.
Possession. Exactly. No, you telling the truth.
Bring it out.
But see, they see a woman. They don't see a woman as a possession. Once you see her as a possession, you always gonna more. You always gonna more variety. And when you don't like it no more, you gonna toss it out. See, you niggas see a bitch in a whole different order.
Man, that's how these hoes move around. When they first get around you, they looking, they doing shit like the elder Benji said. They doing shit to see how much of a man is this nigga. How far can I push the line?
You about to get with
Do this dude really stand on this square? And most of you niggas fucking don't. You know? And speaking of the slut walk, the biggest gangster, 21 Savage, this nigga went to the slut walk with a sign that said I'm a hoe, and his woman, Amber Rose, was dressed up like a superhero, like she was Captain Save-A-Ho. That's how soft these niggas are, man. And this supposed to be the biggest gangster in the black community. Supposedly killed a bunch of niggas. Whatever the fuck these niggas claim he did, man. And this is who niggas look up to, man. Got this pass around, walking around talking about I'm a hoe and she saving me, man.
This is Isaiah 3:12 says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths. Right, so this is what we see, man. We see women rule over our nation. Right, you got the woman that speaks for the man, the woman that negotiates the household and what goes on.
They go out
and go outside.
They go out this nigga. Look, I always say every idea they get is from a bitch. I just be at work standing around and I see these cousins listening. I have an idea. That shit be having me rolling.
My check get put into her account.
Yes, joint account. That's folly, man. That's folly. And see, that's folly, man.
Niggas get an allowance from their wife when he gets to work.
They say happy wife, happy life, right?
That's folly, bro.
Oh, ball and chain. Yeah. All these simple ass things. And you gotta understand, you know. This is the best stuff of my grandfather. Not particularly my grandfather, he was a real man. He left my grandmother. And he's so wrong, he came in the house and went about the toothbrush. He said,
Damn.
Read on.
and then when she died, I got the house back. He told me everything I know. He got me hard on the bitch. And he didn't say shit.
Yeah.
And then they go, oh, he got on younger bitch. Hey, look.
Read on.
Everything you learn comes down to something, man. You was taught to be a simp. That's because he was told by his fucking, your father was told by his fucking wicked mother and his grandmama to be a bitch. And that's why you a bitch.
And the bigger secret is, your mama really hates your daddy. She don't find him attractive. She don't love him. He's just a cornball that said he was gonna pay for everything.
Especially if they got married.
Man,
They got married.
that's what I'm talking about.
That's
That's what I'm
what
talking about. Cause some of these, you know, some of our daddies wasn't on that shit. It just happened. But I'm talking about the niggas that got married.
Living the life together.
Niggas dream their whole life to play that jacket in.
Get on one knee.
I said I done it all.
Get your balls back, nigga. And it's true. And look, and we all come from walks of life. We all had folly in us, whether it was being a simp or whatever it was, man. This is the message to man up. We all have to go through it in one way or another. Because the Western mindset is completely flawed.
That's right.
We was out of balance either way. Whichever way it went, we was out of balance. Alright? This truth brings the balance.
This verse Corinthians 11:7, for a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of the Most High, but the woman is the glory of the man. Going back, men today, they put women on a pedestal. Really, a woman is a possession, as a glory. It says,
Right, your glory for you to be holy. Not her to be all out naked.
right.
Now you can get put to death because you got your woman out there naked. So a nigga done did something. Yeah, you gotta defend your honor. Which could have been a boy and had her dressed a certain way.
Alright, so she was dishonoring you going outside. She was dishonoring her head.
Yeah.
Going outside, yeah.
So that's, hey look, angels don't even have sex. They don't have lust. But your woman is still required to put a cover over here when she prays because of the angels are the ones that got to pray. That's in the scripture. It said he ought to be covered because of the angels say. They don't even have authority and reverence you're supposed to, you have over her, and reverence you're supposed to have you, man.
the eyes of the Lord. That's to back the brother up. When it says, shall the aim of the eyes of the Lord are upon the simple people. The Lord ain't the Lord ain't the all right? Yeah, he's an holy angel. So she gotta cover her head. You know, we're going back there.
You got to beat outside naked. Talking about they can see the menu, but if it's a menu, that means it's for ordering. That means it's for ordering. That's why I put Gumit off that video, because dudes start making jokes about pickles and shit. No, she was in the right to not answer that liquid. Alright?
It's 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 8.
You got it, man. Yes, I do. I'm sorry. Don't you apologize for it. That means it's a son.
No, it's true. This has to be heard.
Then you got the older niggas say, well, if you say that, then they got to do some press position. Ultimately, they go to this one.
That's true. That's that I got a man.
All they tell you was press position, but they know the business is the rest.
Niggas gonna do everything that your man do.
Yeah, that's what it comes to. That's a good point. The nigga equated like this. She got a man, I'm on the people against one nigga. She ain't got a man, I'm competing against a lot of niggas. So it's an easier target for a nigga to get become. That's why I'm supposed to say that comes to this is idolatry. You lose yourself, man. You lose what the Lord told you to do. That's why you gotta play by the rules when it comes to your home, man. Because it's a replication of you being a man. That's the damn nigga woman, man.
That's 3 blocks away.
We gonna wrap up in a minute anyway.
I was at this taco spot yesterday. It was like 2 in the morning. It was just jiggling outside, just twerking. Just 2 in the morning. That's a red light.
On a Tuesday.
What's up?
Low hanging fruit, my brother.
Brother!
What's up?
Ain't the sad.
Yeah, it's 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 8. It says, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man, right? The woman, she's an extension of you. You know, but in today's society, she was backwards, man. A dude was tackling over the dick. It says, neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. You see, and that's divine order that the Heavenly Father has set up. You know, and when that's followed, it leads to actual life. What you see happening today, especially in the black community, it's all because a woman is leading. A woman is the head of the house.
Big mom.
And what has ended up happening? You let this bitch run the show, and now she got a dude for this, a dude for that, a dude for this. One of these niggas pay the phone bill, one of these niggas is the DoorDash.
All the demons on
You
it.
know? And now you American gladiator trying to climb the top of the structure so that you can be the one to claim this raggedy ass bitch.
Exactly.
Straight folly, man.
It is, bro.
I got that Niggas think they
Fight
won.
for their life, bro. Snatch.
I got that Wisdom of Solomon that's saying that quoted. Yeah, it was. Niggas jumping through flaming hoops, all type of shit, man.
Span that.
This Wisdom of Solomon,
Claim.
14 and 12, for the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them corruption. I like to jump down, get what the elder quoted. This is verse 26. It says, disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good terms.
So I can go up on it. All men without.
This is verse 25. So that there reigned in all men without exception.
This pertains to everybody in the truth. But without our dogs, murderers, men that love it, they make it alive. Alright, now we was in the world this applied. So this is to anybody not the truth, without exception, go ahead.
Blood, manslaughter, theft, dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury, disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good terms, defiling of souls, changing of kind.
Transgenderism.
Yeah, castrating yourself, cutting off your rod.
shit insane. They got the damn children doing it. Why? Because of the mother.
Yeah,
The woman is the one who even gave the seat to the baby. Man.
that's right.
That shit is insane.
That's right. Disorder in marriages, adultery, and shameless uncleanness. That's where we at, man. These people they don't have no shame about nothing that they doing. As a matter of fact, they feel glorified by being dirty and wicked and unclean, doing all this folly, man. The biggest mo get the biggest check.
That's right.
The biggest slut get the biggest check. The biggest rebellious woman is the one that get exalted by all these people, man. You know, and so on and so forth. You know, the softest dude is this is the new paradigm for masculinity. This is where we at, man.
Yeah, they got a phrase now. When it's a weak nigga, this is peak masculinity.
This is true masculinity.
Peak man. They go short a fucking hole. Yeah, ass nigga. This is peak masculinity.
He's confident when you say, yeah, big masculinity. That's folly.
Straight folly, man.
This says Sirach 36 and verse 24 says, he that getteth a wife begetteth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest.
So that's a possession. There you go. Once you see a woman as a possession and really embrace that concept, you look at them totally different. You know, I once heard a great man say this, man. When you're in love with a woman, you will never understand her. But once you understand women, you can never be in love with her.
Makes sense.
It's fucking true, bro.
Yeah.
This Isaiah 30 and verse 8 says, now go, write it before them in a table and note it in a book, that it may be forever and ever, that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of Yahweh Shema Shai, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. That's what our people want. They want the lies, they want the wickedness of this world, man. They don't want the truth. They don't want to come back to the old paths. And we tell them to come back to the ways of Yahweh Shema Shai, they say we will not walk therein. We're gonna do our own thing. We're gonna live the way that we want to live, man. All right, if I want my woman over me, that's my household. That's how I want it to be. That's how the fuck these niggas think.
They grab that, leave the feminine.
Hey man, and you Jakes with that mentality of that's how I want it to be. You're ignorant because you giving that example will allow somebody to look at that. We're not like this.
This 1 Corinthians 6 and verse 9 says, I know not. So like it says, know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revelers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of Yahweh.
Right, so that list is plain. Right there, the kingdom of God. Plain and simple. So if you a feminine, you toast.
That's the book of Isaiah chapter 29 verse 13. For the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men. You don't really have no fear, Yahweh Shema Shai. You're not in these pages, you're not in the scripts, man. You're not going according unto the law, what's righteous according to Yahweh Shema Shai. You know, putting your woman in order, man. All right, well, you just a part of the world. You just a American.
Well, these niggas can't put their woman in order because they woman, God is their woman husband, not them, according to what they say. You know, JC is their husband, not you. You're just a nigga.
That's right.
It's a good point.
And a lot of them scared of going to jail because Esau didn't set it up to where you put your woman in order, you might go to jail.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, Best way to put the bitch in order is to get the fuck out of Dodge.
It's Job 8 in verse 8. It says, "For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers. For we are but of yesterday, and know nothing, because our days upon the earth are as a shadow. Shall not they teach thee and tell thee, and utter words out of their heart?" That's why the scriptures tell us to go back to the ancient days, man. This new Babylon, Western way, and it don't work for you. It's totally opposite of our customs, man. From the family to the diet to the manner of life.
You can, it says that it's an extra. You can go back to the 50s. When women were still married, the women were in the house with the man. What happened?
Yeah. Matter of fact, for these therapists, it's a clinical, it's not necessarily a rule, but it's one of those unwritten clinical rules that if you're a therapist, you have to go see another therapist to be valid. This don't make no fucking sense. You go to somebody for answers, and then they gotta go to somebody else for answers, and then they gotta go to somebody else for answers, and nobody got no fucking answers.
They know how to cover that remote. You had something else?
Jeremiah 6 and 16. Thus saith Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old path. Where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, you will not walk therein. This is Jeremiah 6 and 16. Thus saith Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old path. Where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. And we outside, man, teaching this truth, trying to beckon really the elect, but we invite all these jakes who don't know who's who to walk the good. Most of these niggas, they're not gonna They don't care about doing things right. They want to do things they want. The Lord is going to kill them. Alright? But for those of you that are sincere and that are tired of this bullshit, seek the good path. You know? Watch the videos. Read. If you have a camp that's near you outside, go to the camp. Ask questions in order. And see what you got to do to get yourself together so that when the Lord come back, you're not left down here with these niggas, man. There's a lot of people that's going to get left, man. These people think the Lord coming back for everybody, and he's not.
That's right.
Verse 17. Also, I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. But they said, we will not hearken. All right, so we out here warning these people, and they not paying attention. They don't give a fuck. They don't know what's going to happen. You know, as it was in the days of Noah. Noah was out there for 100 years plus, telling them niggas what was going to happen, telling them the Lord was going to flood the earth and kill their ass, and niggas was talking shit, man. Then guess what? When the flood came, the Lord shut the door on that ark, and them niggas died, man.
That's right.
A grievous death. And all them niggas are back today, and they're gonna get flooded with fire this time because they don't want to fucking listen, man. And that's gonna be their story. And they're gonna come back into the kingdom as children and have to bear the shame of that for however long the Lord sees fit.
This is Job 8 and verse 8. It says, for inquire, I pray thee, the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers. So basically, we're supposed to be seeking the whole path according to that Jeremiah. Look at 66. But with that being said, I like to say, call Halalu.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakash.
Devil honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone and talk to the truth. And to the hopeful elect, I came out there, I want to say, endure, shalom.
Shalom.